And welcome back to another video. Today it is Zeus versus Freya, the king of the Greek gods versus the queen of the Norse. So let's uh, let's get straight to this. So intelligence. This is actually an interesting one because Zeus is older than Freya. I think, but Freya definitely shows a little bit more overall knowledge base, just because she's been exposed to both Vanir and Aesir cultures. So I'm actually going to give a slight intelligence edge to Freya for that reason. Zeus, again, from what I understand, he's not omniscient. He doesn't know everything that happens. He's not capital G God, as far as I'm aware of, right? So to me at this point, I said Freya, in terms of overall intelligence, is up there. Like, there's not many God of War characters that are above Freya. I mean, there's Athena. You probably have the Titans and the, older deities, the Titans and the Primordials. Or Odin, of course. But outside of that, it's like, I don't know. I think overall intelligence would probably go to Freya. I mean, again, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this one. Intelligence is probably the one point where it could go either way. Fighting ability and battle IQ. This is an interesting one because they both fought in fairly lengthy wars, right? Freya fought in the Vanir Aesir War, and Zeus fought in the Great War, right? The Titanomachy. Uh, I don't know. It's different because there is this one, again, this is really what it comes down to. It's experience versus intelligence. Kind of. That's what it comes down to at this. So as far as fighting ability goes, battle IQ, I don't know. I think for the fact that we've actually seen Freya fight and she's got I would actually give a slight edge in terms to Freya in terms of fighting ability. Zeus can fight, but I don't think he's quite to the. At the end of the day, he's a powerful god, right? He doesn't really need to throw hands. So I think overall fighting ability, slight edge to Freya as well. Again, in that respect, strength. I think speed. I know Freya was Queen of the Valkyries, but if I were to compare to Sigrun, Sigrun is what I think is a little bit faster than Freya. I'm gonna give a slight speed edge to Zeus, durability. I think these three, I think speed could be up for grabs, but strength and durability for sure going to Zeus. Again, you pretty much have a prime or a God of War 3 Kratos level strength with Zeus. And that's really what it is. Durability, again, Zeus's durability in God of War 3 is technically slightly greater than that of Kratos'. That is, of course, right, without the. I mean, actually, I guess by that point, God of War 3, he's actually got less durability because Kratos stabbed himself with the blade of Olympus and then kind of like walked away. I don't know. Anyways, but the point is, it took a boatload of damage to put Zeus down for good. Freya doesn't take as much, not even close. Speed, again, Zeus's overall combat speed, reflex speed, and stuff like that's a slightly above Freya. Not that Freya's slow, but I just, based off of what gameplay shows and the lore itself, I would probably say Zeus probably gets speed by a slight edge. And strength, I've already mentioned why. Invulnerability, this is an interesting one because Zeus doesn't, again, as you can see, he's got some gauntlets and he's even got a shoulder guard on his left side. But outside of that, he's got virtually no armor, nothing. Nothing to defend himself, or nothing to, like, no armor to protect him. Freya, it's complicated because I guess she has battle armor, right? If you actually go through the God of War, Freya armor, like all the armors that she has like the Vanir Regal guard, and then she actually has like a Vanir goddess sort of like battle thing going on. It's when she reveals herself as the Valkyrie. Sorry for spoilers, but when she fights Kratos in the Ragnarok, when with Atreus, she's in like her Valkyrie garb. So I don't know. I think in terms of invulnerability, I'll give a slight edge to Freya for that reasoning. Again, both of them like this is cloth. It's gonna do nothing. And she doesn't have a shield as far as I'm concerned, or as far based off what I've seen. In fact, every time I only see her with a sword, so there's not much really to go off of that. Energy projection AP. This is Zeus. Versatility. That's actually interesting. But energy projection goes to Zeus. Again, Zeus's lightning bolts are powerful. Like, there's no question. Really, when it comes down to energy projection AP, it's all about the lightning bolt, right? Zeus's lightning bolt again could one-shot Gaia, right? Who is a titan that literally embodies or personifies the earth. One-shotting Gaia is no small feat to sneeze at. Like, that's pretty damn impressive. Freya might have, in terms of energy projection, I mean, she has some magic abilities. Like, she has the vines, but that is about it, as far as I'm aware of. The vines. In terms of versatility, this is the thing that gets me about her versatility, is that she is kind of like the equivalent to Odin in terms of magic usage. So it's like it's that versus the number of abilities that Zeus uses. But if we're to go based purely off of gameplay, Freya, outside of using the vines, does not really use much magic. I mean, if you throw in the runic arrows and the, I don't want to say shockwave arrows. I forgot what they're called. Soundstone, is that what it's called? I don't remember. But anyways, if you were to incorporate that, okay, they're arrows. They're not going to seriously affect Zeus, right? I think overall versatility, I think I'd give a slight edge to Zeus, and the X Factor would go to Zeus as well. Again, the power of fear. Again, the power of fear is out of every character that could possibly beat Zeus on X Factor, it'd be like God of War 3 Kratos. That would be it. Outside of that, there's virtually nothing that there's just, I don't know. The power of fear is such an OP like boost, right? Kind of like, it's like the power of hope, of course, right? That it's like, well, you can't really die unless it leaves your body, which in the case of Zeus it did, right? After Kratos scared, I guess it would be Kratos scared the fear out of Zeus, which is sounds a bit ironic when you think about it, but that's what happened, right? At the end of the, during the cinematic, Kratos runs at him, right? Picks Zeus up by the throat with one arm, runs with him, and then he slams him on a rock, and then the embodiment of fear leaves Zeus's body, and then, you get the red screen. So it's just, I don't know. Overall, it just, in terms of X Factor, you can't really beat the power of fear. You can't. Because it pretty much makes Zeus unkillable. He'll come back and he'll one-shot you, because his power of fear form is even more powerful than his base form as is. Which is even scarier to think of, right? If you compare him to other characters. So, overall, I think Zeus wins this. Again, you could make the point that Freya could get speed or versatility, in which case it would be a 5-4 for Freya. But at the end of the day, like with the Sigurd fight, when it comes down to it, if Freya were to kill Zeus, which I just don't see happening, Freya's powerful, but I wouldn't put her as powerful as Sigurd, in my opinion. Sigurd was, I think, much more fierce and much more powerful. So, I don't know. And I definitely wouldn't put Freya at equivalent to God of War 3 Kratos. I don't think that would be... I just don't see that being an apt comparison, to say the least. So, and even if she does, the fear form will come out, one-shot Freya, and that's it. Game over. Like, that's really it. So yeah, anyways, enough rambling. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you have any insight in the comment section below. I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching.